Hey everybody, my first video. Just spontaneously decided to do it. Taking my daughter out for a car ride. She's literally in a little car that I'm pushing. So she's out in front of me. And I was just thinking about all these retirement videos that I've seen, been watching for years and years. I always thought I should probably do my own, but I come from a photo video background, and I always think, okay, I gotta do this the right way, lighting and everything. And I see a lot of videos where people are just walking around town and just doing it this way. So I figured, hey, let me just throw up my own video, see where it goes, because, you know, I'm 51. I like to retire at 55, way sooner than most people retire. But the common theme that I see in these videos out there about retirement is you just don't know if you're gonna have your health. You don't know how long you're gonna be around. So the earlier you can retire, the better. And that seems to be my mantra too. Although I have a little one that I'm pushing right now that you can't see. And that comes into play because I'm an older dad and I have a couple of kids that I have to, put through school, which oddly enough, I'm passing by an elementary school and I gotta raise them until adulthood. So I gotta factor in health insurance and everything else. So retiring early is not the most ideal thing, but if I could swing that in 4 or 5 years and tap my 401k at age 55, if my plan allows me, then I could probably bridge that gap until I collect Social Security and really start tapping into my retirement funds. So, it requires a little bit of planning, but I think that's my goal now, is 55. Who knows, but I've done a lot of travel when I was younger, and I want to get back to doing that as well. And I know that even the travel that I did do when I was younger, I'm not going to be able to do when I'm older. A lot of hiking, a lot of active things that I did. So even at 50, I know there's certain things that I can't do, or I'm not going to be able to do at an older age. So if I wait to retire at 65 to even start those type of things, it's going to be much more difficult to do. So I hear about, I forget what they're called, the go-go years, the no-go years, things like that, based on, the decade that you're retiring in and what you're capable of doing. I see my parents close to 80, and, they're not going to be hiking up a mountain, So you really do get limited on what you can do physically. Some people are more capable than others. But it just really makes you think. And I had a relative pass away at age 52 suddenly. So it just puts things in perspective that you just don't know. You don't know when your time is up, and just to be earning a paycheck, if you can live on less, of course you got a family to take care of and all those things. Not everybody can retire early. I get that, but at the same time, you really got to think about that stuff. You don't want to be slaving away, putting in hours, at a job. I happen to like my job, but a lot of people don't. Even if you like your job, you know, there's a time where if you can pull it off, like, what are you waiting for, type of thing. So those are the things I've been trying to think of, and maybe I'll do some more videos like this and you know, discuss things that are unique to my situation, because everybody's financial situation is going to be different. You might be single, you might be married with no kids, you know, your kids might already be in college or out of the house by the time you're 50. I might be the outlier situation as far as the age that I had mine, but everybody's situation is different, and that's the whole thing. So you kind of have to take where you're at and your situation into account. But the goal is, if you can, to retire as early as you can, just because you really don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. So I like to bring my own perspective to things. I've been investing, you know, probably 25 years now in the markets. I have a pretty good handle of finances and things like that. So those are some of the things I like to talk about in future videos, things that I've learned over the years that can help towards, you know, financial security. So let's see. Hopefully I'll get some likes or subscriptions to the channel, and it gives me some more motivation to keep posting and sharing my insight. Hopefully it would help some folks, and yeah, thank you for tuning in.